What's up, guys? What's up, YouTube? Welcome back once again to my channel, Nobis. Yeah, if this is your first time to my channel, I share my trade updates on this channel and also some free tutorial. Okay, yeah. So today's video, I'll be showing you guys the trade I had this week. Okay, I had about four trades this week, three losses and one profit. But with good risk management, that is RR over there, I that one win covers the three losses, okay, although there wasn't extra profit on top it. So this week I ended on break even. Okay, so without wasting much of our time, let's dive into the main chart so I can show you guys the trade I had this week. So here is the first trade I had this week. It was on gold. It was on gold. Hope you guys can see this. Let me zoom in. Okay, yeah, it was on gold. I had my first trade on gold. As you can see, I had my first trade on gold. This trade I took it on Monday. Yeah, I took this trade on Monday. So the confirmation I have here is just very simple. It's a break and retest strategy. Let me show you guys. I don't know whether if I made video about break and retest, but let me show you it just quickly. What is break and retest? Break and retest is just simple, like on if you are it's just like your breaker block or for SMC traders. So that is why at times I don't argue with SMC traders because their concepts are almost the same with price action traders. Okay, so what is break and retest? You can see there was a zone here, for example. Let me say there was a resistance zone here. Okay, this was a simple thing I saw on gold and I took the trade, which I ended in profit. The trade took about 3 days before it hit TP. So this is support that this is resistance that turns support. Okay, as you can see here now, it was a resistance that's very hard for price to break, but price struggled and break. So for price to show that this is a strong zone, it's how to retest before going up. And remember in my last video, I taught you guys about market structure, the highs and lows, higher highs and higher lows. Okay, if you haven't watched that movie, if you haven't watched that video, try and go to my channel. The last video before this one, that's where I explained about the market structure. So it's also part of the simple market structure. Okay, so highs and lows. Okay, so as price broke above here, I know that price must surely retest. So I was waiting patiently for price to retest so I can take the trade. Okay, so this is just a very simple strategy of break and retest. Once price break out of a zone, expect the price to come back and retest. So with nice confirmation, you can take your trade from there, put your SL below that support and your TP in the next support that is up, or you can just take you can just take where this price stops. At times it won't reach here, it might come somewhere here. Okay, so it depending. Just know that the price must surely retest before going up. Okay, so that was the strategy that I use and call this trade. As you can see on gold now, you can see it here. Price was giving us higher highs and higher lows. Okay, remember the last video I talked about higher highs and higher lows. But see, price was giving us higher highs and higher lows. As price break this support, this resistance zone, it retested. You can see it retested. It also gave us a sharp pattern, W pattern. Don't worry, I'll still make video about sharp pattern. Okay, and price went to touch this previous one, previous resistance. So that was how I call this trade of 1:3.8 RR. Okay, so let me show you the confirmation I had for this trade. As price broke above it, I went down to my 1 hour time frame, which is my behavior time frame. I have four time frame that I look into: the daily, 4 hour, no, I have five. Yes, daily, 4 hours, 1 hour, 15 minutes, and 5 minutes. At times I don't go down to 5 minutes. I just take trade on 15 minutes, depending. Okay, so on this trade now, this was the confirmation I had here now. As price have broken above, although I took my first trade here. I took my first trade here after TP1, it ended on break even. The second TP ended on break even. I took a trade here after this tiny break and retest. I took a trade here after hitting my TP1, which was here. But it wasn't this week, it was last week. Okay. After hitting my TP1, I went to break even. Then the news come out and stop me out on break even and price still go up. Although it later come and stop here. So that means even if I didn't set my break even, I could have ended on loss. Okay. So but thank God for TP1 and TP. That is a good risk management. Okay. I'll still make video about the risk management of 18. Okay. So here is it. As price broke up and come down again and touch that zone, I went to my 1 hour time frame, which you can see here now. I was expecting price to give me some behavior here. So as I saw that price have already touched this on my 1 hour and prices have started rejecting from there, I went down to my 15 minutes time frame. I went down to my 15 minutes time frame to see the pure price action there that was going on. So as you can see this, in your higher time frame, as price is coming down, okay, if you go to the lowest time frame, it will still be giving you that higher highs and higher low. But in this condition, in this how would I put it again? Here now, it won't be higher highs and higher low. It will now be lower highs and lower low because price is coming down to retest. Understand? It's coming down to retest. So as I saw this structure, I am lower highs and lower low coming to that zone. I was expecting price to break and change structure so that I know that price will now be able to be going up. If you can't be working with one time frame, okay? You can't be working with one time frame. You have your higher time frame, mid time frame, and lower time frame because that lower time frame will give you now the entry where you can take the trade because you can't be taking your trade on a higher time frame. It will be very like like how would I say it now? You won't be getting that snipe entry or your SL will be very large. Okay, so that is it. And at times you might even be stopped out before price going to your direction. So as you can see, and I was waiting price to break this structure. Let me show you the structure there now. I have this structure, price coming down jerry. I have this structure, okay. I have this one. So I was now waiting for price to break that structure. This is one of my confirmation entry. I was waiting for price to break that structure. As price break that structure, he gave a retest. That was when I took my trade. And after taking the trade, the price started going down to draw down, blah blah blah, to draw down, and it nearly stopped me out. But due to I've already known where I normally place my SL. So I'll still make video on how to place your SL because had it be that I don't know where to place my SL, I could have put SL here and the price will stop me out and start going to my direction, which is very, very annoying. But I put the SL here, okay. So let me show you guys when I took it. No, I'll still let me show you guys right when I took the trade. I think I dropped it on my Telegram channel. The Telegram channel, I'm not sure that you'll be seeing the because I set it to private. But nevertheless, let me show you guys on my when I took that trade. Where is it again? Where is the screenshot? I normally take a screenshot of my trade before and after. Let me check if I can see it. The before and after. Uh, where is the before and the after? Let me just look for the before. I think here is the before. Yeah, let me show you guys the before. So here is the before on the trade. That gold trade. Here is before. I can see where I place my SF. Had it been that the SF was too close, I could have been stopped out before price going to my direction. So here is how I put because I already know how to put my SF. Don't I'll still make it about that. Okay. So here is it. My TP was up there and blah 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 everything, and it later played out as you guys can see here. It later played out. So this was all I saw on the trade before taking it. The confirmation there and everything there. Okay. So this was the first trade, and thank God it ended in TP. And this is the only trade that I took this week that ended in profit. The other ones are lost, 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 lost. So the second one, the second trade I took this week was on GJ. It was on GJ. I had two trade on GJ this week, and two of them ended in losses. I learned my lesson from that. Okay. So we keep learning. Okay. So the first trade was I took the first trade here. I think so. I took the first trade somewhere here. I took my first trade somewhere here. After that break and retest strategy, okay, break and retest really works, although at times it misbehaves depending. Okay, so I took my first trade here. Let me show you guys. The first trade was after this break and the retest here. As I saw the retest here, I went down to my behavior time frame, which is 1 hour time frame. I'll show you guys. which is 1 hour time frame. Okay. Uh, here is it. I saw this retest. So as I noticed that price was now rejecting from here from this zone. You can see now price was rejecting from this zone. I went to my entry time frame, which is the 15-minute time frame, to see the substructure there. And as you can see, price was giving us higher highs and higher lows, higher highs and higher lows. I was not expecting price to change structure so that I can take this sell to the downside. As I saw this tiny support here, I saw this tiny support there. So okay, let me wait for price to break it and give me a nice retest so I can take the trade. After price have broken it, a nice retest, I then took the trade from here. I took the trade from here with 5 minutes confirmation, 5 minutes time frame confirmation, and the TP was down here. The SL was somewhere up here. Yeah, somewhere up here, yes. And as we have it, the price just go and stop me out just like that. It was very annoying. After stopping me out, it start going to my direction. So due to my rules, I don't take trade immediately after that loss. Okay, so I can so that I don't revenge trading. Okay, so after price stopped me out, it was still in that zone, still ranging in that zone. Okay, so and I know that price must surely sell because on the higher time frame, it's not that it must, but like the conference is there so that the price must still drop. Okay, so after the loss, I just left the chart. The following day, I opened it and saw that price was still ranging there. And it's already giving us a kind of head and shoulder. If you guys know about chart pattern, head and shoulder, okay? They've given us a head and shoulder pattern. Which shoulder price must go to the downside. You see the shoulder, the left shoulder, the head, and the right shoulder over here. And you can see the retest, boom, price dropped. So this is a kind of head and shoulder pattern. If you know about head and shoulder pattern, okay? So as I saw this head and shoulder forming, okay, and I know that price will still drop, and it kind of retesting that zone again. You understand? Kind of retesting this zone again. I saw this trade, but I didn't take this one because it happened during Asian section. Okay, I don't execute trade once it's after New York close. I don't execute trade. That is, I don't trade Asian section unless I heard I was holding trade from London or New York till tomorrow. That is when I can hold trade. But to execute trade at night, I don't. So there is why I saw this setup. Let me show you guys the setup and the before and the after. It was, I think here is the trade. Okay, this was when I had loss on. As you can see, that trade I showed you guys I had loss on. Yes, this was a trade. Don't mind this one. This one was the one of last week. So I'm showing you guys one of this week. As you can see it here, I took this trade after that break of that tiny support and the retest. I took the trade, and all of a sudden it just go and stop me out. So there's one I want to show you guys. What the one I have on. Okay, this was the before on the trade, and the after took me out. Okay, so I want to show you guys this one. Where is that GJ? Why is it? Why is it doing like this? Uh, where is that GJ? Okay, guys, see the trade here. See that trade here. See that trade here. So this was the trade that happened on during that Asian section. I didn't execute it because of my trading plan. Okay, so what did I see there? As I saw price ranging there, I went to my entry time frame to see the substructure there and what to do. Okay, so here is it. So here is the trade. Where is the okay, as you can see here now. So after price was now going to retest it the third time. Okay, so and the price now created another substructure, which is the high highs and higher lows, high highs and higher lows. So I was now waiting for price to change structure so I can take the trade to the answer. Just I analyzed this trade, but I didn't take it. Okay, so after price must have breaking my internal trend line, I was now waiting for price to break this previous higher lows and give me a nice retest so I can take this trade. Guys, this is a nice fucking strategy that I'm showing you guys, giving you guys for free here. So as price retested it, I supposed to have taken this trade from here, my SL above here, and TP somewhere here. So this is a nice trade of 1:4 and the trade happened during Asian section. It just happened during Asian section. You understand? So I missed the trade, okay? Due to my trading plan, I missed the trade. I missed that trade. So here was the after on the trade. As you can see, here was the after on that trade. A nice fucking setup. My A plus setup was there, but I didn't take the trade due to my trading plan. So then the one I later took was the one that hit me out. Very annoying. Let me show you guys that one. Still on that GJ, okay? So as far as I've reached this zone, understand? As far as I've reached this zone, it now break this support zone, and they kind of it kind of ranging there and retexting there. I then went to my behavior time frame, which is 1 hour time frame. 1 hour time frame is my behavior time frame. Okay, so I went down to my behavior time frame like this. Uh, price was now rejecting there. I said, okay, since price is still in a bearish. Remember, this is a bearish market. Higher lows and higher high lower highs and lower lows. Yes, so this is a downtrend. Remember, if you don't know about the market structure, I've made about 2 videos on market structure in this my channel, so you can just go back and watch it. Very clean and clear, to very moving to the beginners, you can understand it very well, very very well. Okay, so the trade I took here, let me show you guys the trade I took here. Let me show you the screenshots. Ah, very annoying trade. Yeah, I didn't take the screenshots. Why? How come? Okay, here was the before. Yes, here was the before on that trade. Here was the before on that trade that I took that took me out from GJ. Where is the after? Why didn't I don't have the screenshots. Oh, I didn't take the screenshot. But let me show you guys what happened. Okay, so and I went to my 15 minutes time frame. That is my entry time frame to see what price was doing there. I now noticed that price was now ranging over there, ranging over there. Okay, and now I was not expecting price to just break this internal trend line. I will still tell you guys my mistake here. So I was now waiting for price to just break this internal trend line and give me a rejection from this previous low. Let me zoom this out. So I was now waiting for price to give me a rejection from this zone. Okay, so I can take the trade. Okay, so my mistake here was that this wasn't a higher low because it didn't break this previous higher high. This previous higher high, it didn't break it. So that was my mistake. I could have waited for price to be giving me that nice structure before I can take the trade. But I didn't. But my mind didn't go there. Okay, because my trading colleagues told me that this was a nice setup that you saw. So that was what made me to rush into that trade without even being carefully looking into the structure that was forming. That is the price action that was there. Okay. So as price now retested this zone and gave me a nice confirmation, I took the trade somewhere here on my 5 minutes time frame entry. I took the trade and put my SL here somewhere here. Okay. So and my TP down here. As you can see, I ended on loss in this trade, which is very annoying. Remember the one I saw on during Asian section, I didn't take it and ended on TP. Now this one is 4RR. And the one I now see on my trading hour goes to SF. That was very annoying. So that is all about it. So the last trade, the last trade I took this week was on EU. EU trade on EU. That was the last trade I took this week. Remember, I told you guys I took about 4 trades. Yes, I took 4 trades, 3 losses and 1 win, but ended on breaking because of good RR. That is the trade I had on gold covered all these losses. This was the trade. It hit me out. Let me put the SL where it's supposed to be. It hit me out, but I later find my mistake here. It took me out somewhere here. Okay, I later find my mistake here. So let me show you guys what happened. This is still market structure. Higher lower highs and lower low, lower highs and lower low, lower highs and lower low, lower high. As price now formed the lower high here, this was a nice fucking trade. Even my Fibonacci level shows that the trade will be dropping from there. I'll still make video about Fibonacci level, you guys, if you don't know about Fibonacci level. So even on the Fibonacci level, price was supposed to be going down from here. So that was another conference I have, and there was also a resistance zone there, as you can see here. There was also a resistance zone from there. So as price hit there, I now went to my behavior time frame. my behavior time frame, which was this one. Now went to my behavior time frame. You can notice that as price was now giving us internal structure, that is substructure. Remember, there is major structure and substructure. So for me, my main structure is on 4 hour time frame. Then the substructure is normally 1 hour and 15 minutes time frame. So the substructure here now is now giving us a higher highs and higher lows, higher highs and higher lows. So I was expecting price to change structure after touching this trend line, this support and the Fibonacci level. Nice fucking confirmation. I was not expecting price to change structure from there. Understand? So I drew my trend line. I've also made video about trend line. If you haven't watched it, you can just go back to my channel and watch the video there. Although I'll still make more video about it. Okay. So as price was not giving me this internal substructure, and I was expecting price to break and change structure so that it can be going to the downside. So I now mark my zone after price must have reached here and broke the previous higher low. I was expecting a retest so that it can form a lower high for us so it can be taking the trade. So I now went to my entry time frame to see the more action there. The more action there. I held this trade for 2 days before it stopped me out. So this was the previous low. As you can see, the previous low from here, I was expecting price to break it and retest and give me a nice conversion so I can take the trade. After seeing that price retested and give me a nice conversion, I took this trade here from here, and the trade was going smoothly. After you start going back to my SL and later smoothly again. So my mistake here was that I could have put my SL above this tiny structure here, this tiny movement, because that is how I normally put my SL. I've given you guys the expo of how I put my SL. As you can see, price even tapped there. Price tapped there. As you can see, its price tapped there. It failed to break above it. And this move was a fundamental move. I don't know what causes that fundamental that it took me out. So I could have set my SL above there, normally above that structure like this. Above that structure, then my TP will now be 1:2. I'll set it 1:2 or just like this. Okay. So I'm expecting this trade to still drop. Okay, but I'm not in again because it have already taken me out. I'm not in again, it have already taken me out. So this is all the trade I took this week. Remember, 4 trade, like I said, 3 losses and 1 win, but still ended on break even. So my win was on my gold trade. That was the win. Simple break and retest strategy. Simple break and retest strategy. That was how I call this trade. Simple break and retest strategy. Okay, thank you guys for watching. Leave a nice comment. Any video you want me to make, just leave the comment in the comment section. Okay, guys. I'll try and I'll try my best for me to make that video for you guys. Okay. Remember the previous video which about the basic market structure. Okay, so I think I've already made video about trend line of 18, trend line. This support and resistance. Where is trend line? Well, I'll still make video about it in case. Okay, so thank you guys for watching. See you in the next video.